Hello, dear friends. I'm very happy to welcome you at my Yin Yoga class. And today's class is going to be dedicated to the legs, to the opening of the hips and the hamstrings. So just before we start, we are going to do some breathings to relax and settle more into the body. So you can sit in any comfortable sitting position. You can use the cushion underneath your sitting bones if you feel like. And once you found your most comfortable sitting, you can bring your hands onto the knees or underneath your belly button. And let's close the eyes. You can make deep breath in with the nose, exhaling with the mouth. One more slow breath in with the nose. And even slower exhale with the mouth. And let's do one more breath in with the nose. As slow exhale as you can. And let's do one more. Deep breath in with the nose and hold on to your inhale. And exhale with the mouth. Feel the wave of the relaxation spreading from your head down to your shoulders, belly, and the legs. Try to feel all your body. And take a couple more breaths without focusing on anything, just feeling your body with the breath together. And with the next exhale, when you feel ready, you can slowly start opening your eyes. And we start with our first position. We're going to stretch our feet. So for this one, you would need to come onto your knees, tuck the toes towards the yoga mat. If you feel like not all your toes are spreading well, you can take your toes out to adjust them. And then we're going to try to keep our back straight and give a good pressure to our feet. If you feel like you need some support for the knees, you can use the pillow underneath your knees, still keeping your back straight. And if you feel at some point it's getting too much for you, you can give a little bit more weight forward towards your knees, or even relax a little bit more by bringing your hands onto the yoga mat, in case if it gets too intense for you. But we're aiming at staying here straight for several good slow breaths. So you can close your eyes and try to keep your breath slow and deep. Feel the sensations in your legs. If you can feel the heat spreading up from your feet. And we're going to stay here for another 5 slow breaths. Making last 2. And making your deep breath in. And with exhale, very slowly shifting the body weight forward, releasing your feet, and you can make a little bit of the relaxation onto the yoga mat to stretch them. And they're going to work on the opposite side of our ankle. So this time we are going to bring our hands at the back, and I will ask you to raise your knees as high as you can. So it can be just a little bit if you're here, and it can be a little bit higher. So by lifting your knees high, you regulate the depth of the stretch. So once you're here, you found the position, we're going to stay for several more breaths. Same way, you can close your eyes, connect to the sensations that you can feel into your ankles. And try to keep your breaths even, slow and deep. Making here last 5 breaths. Last 2. And then make one good deep breath in with the nose. And with exhale, slowly start bringing the knees towards the ground. Great job. From here, we are going in a variation of the child pose by connecting our big toes together and opening the knees as wide as you can. And then bringing our sitting bones closer to the heels, bringing our arms forward and stretching downwards. Here, if you don't feel a lot into this position, you can slightly lift your hips up, open the feet wider away from each other, look in the direction of the frog pose, and then land backwards once again. To support your position, you can also use the blocks. You can put it underneath your forehead so that you can neck and relax. Stretch your arms forward and try to sink more into the hips. Taking here several breaths, resting. Try to bring your chest a little bit closer to the ground, stretch the arms a little bit more forward so that you can feel extension of your spine, a little bit more pressure into your hips. And we will stay here for another 5 slow breaths. Making the last 2. And with the next inhale, slowly bringing the palms closer to yourself, lifting your body up, collecting your legs together, and sitting on your sitting bones. From here, we are going to the position of Agni Stambhasana, working on the hips. So normally we do this position to prepare for the lotus pose. So in this variation, you can bring your right leg parallel to the edge of the yoga mat so that you can see that there is about 90 degrees into your knee, in your right one. And then be attentive here, try to bring your left heel exactly on the top of your right knee. So your calves will be parallel to each other, and inside of your legs you should see a perfect triangular. So once you have it, try to open your right foot so it will be 90 degrees into your right ankle. And then giving a slight pressure towards your left knee, we try to pile legs on the top of each other so that they are getting connected. Many times it might be possible that the knee will be very high. So in this case, with your right hand, you can support yourself onto the ground, and with the left one, press down towards your leg as much as it goes. So we're going to stay here for several breaths. If that's possible for you, trying to bring the legs together. In case your hips are very open, the variation, you can bring your hands in front of yourself. Potentially you can walk a little bit more forward, see if you can lean forward. In case if you can reach this position, you can use the block underneath your forehead so your head can be relaxed. Your arms are relaxed onto the ground and you can stay into this pose. See which one works for you the best. Otherwise, staying in front, pressing the leg down towards the calf, staying here. Same way you can close your eyes, focus on the sensations into your hips, supporting your body into this process. Staying here for another 5 breaths. The last 2. Here, one good breath in with your nose. With exhale, slowly leaning backwards, straightening your legs forward, left and then the right one, giving your legs some time to rest. You can move them, you can shake them if you feel like you need it. And when you feel ready, coming to the opposite side. So this time your left leg is at the bottom. Remember to keep about 90 degrees into your left knee. Right heel exactly on the top of the left knee. Opening your left foot also 90 degrees, trying to keep your right knee exactly over your left heel. And from here doing the same process. See how deep you can go on this side. It's possible that your hips are different, that right or left might be easier than another side. And once you found your final position, same way you can close your eyes. Connect to the sensation into your hip. And try to keep steady, deep breaths. And 5 more breaths here. Couple more breaths. And we're making your last inhale here. And with exhale, slowly leaning backwards, releasing leg one at a time. Your right and then your left one. Giving them some shaking, relaxation in opposite directions. Very good job. And we will do the opposite posture to what we're doing now, a variation of Gomukhasana position. So from here we are going to bend our right leg first towards ourselves. And then the left knee we will try to pilot on the top of our right knee. You can also slightly lift yourself up, adjust your sitting bones and your hips so that you feel that you're in the right position for yourself. You can stay straight if it already feels intense for you. If it's too much, you can also slightly open your upper knee to the side. Otherwise, if you feel you can go further, you can bring your hands in front of yourself. And the same way, start walking forward, slowly and gently. See how low you can go from here. If you can go a little bit lower than this, you can put the block in front of yourself. Put your forehead on this block and stretch your arms away from yourself. Making here your 5 more breaths. Making your last inhale. Slowly releasing your legs. First your upper leg, you can stretch it forward, and then your bottom one, you can also stretch it forward. Give it a little bit of shake, rotation in different directions, whatever your legs are asking for. And when you feel ready, changing the sides. So this time your left one is going to be at the bottom, and your right one is going to come on the top. Same way you can lift yourself up. Adjusting your hips that they're in the right position, trying to keep your feet about 90 degrees. Make sure you're not sitting on your heels, that you're fully onto the ground. And see which variation works for you the best. You can stay straight and slightly giving a push to your upper leg if that feels good. Or the same way as I did before, you can put block in front of yourself and walk forward with your arms. See which one feels the right one. And then you can close your eyes. Dive deeper into your body, connect to the sensation in your hip, and try to support it with your slow, steady breaths. making here 5 more breaths. Try to soften as much as you can on these last breaths. One more breath in with the nose. And with exhale, slowly releasing your upper leg and then your bottom leg, extending them forward. Once again, shaking, relaxing, releasing them as much as it feels needed. And we'll do also one more opposite pose to what we just did before. We are going to enter the pose, Upavishta Konasana, also known as a pancake. So for this pose, we are going to open our legs wider. It doesn't have to be full range of that you can do. It can be about 90 degrees. So once you're into this position, you can lift your hips, taking the glutes from the back, point your toes up into the sky. And from here, if that already feels enough for you, you can stay straight and just give a little bit of reclinement forward, leaning forward, staying here. If you know that you can go a little bit more into your hands, you can stay into this position. If you know you can go down onto your elbows, you can stay with your elbows. Once you enter the elbow position, you already can start using the block to support your head. Or if you know that you can go even deeper, you can potentially straighten your elbows and trying to reach the ground with your body as much as it goes. So see which variation is the most convenient and comfortable for yourself. I'll stay on the one with the block. And trying to breathe the same way, deeply here. Focusing on the sensations. Also try to watch that your feet are not rolling inwards. Try to keep your feet pointing upwards so that you touch the right part of the leg. And stay in here for 5 more breaths. And making one more deep breath in. And with exhale, slowly start coming back to the center. Walking to the center of your body, putting your hands underneath the knees, collecting the legs together, hugging your knees. And you can put your head down towards your knees to relax a little bit more. Try to squeeze them slightly to compensate from the tension. And rest into this position. If you can put your eyeballs in your knee joints, you can also massage your eyes. And with the next exhale, when you feel ready, slowly you can straighten your legs in front of yourself. We're going to enter the forward fold. So here it's the same way. You can take the muscles from underneath your sitting bones. With the next inhale, you can point the arms up, stretch your entire body upwards towards the sky. And with the next exhale, trying to keep your back straight, bringing your arms down towards the legs, still trying to feel that your spine is more or less straight. And then from here, trying to walk as down as your arms can go without losing the straightness into your back. For some of you, it might be here, somewhere behind, before the ankle. Some of you will be able to touch the ankle. Some of you might be able to go a little bit lower. So see which one feels the best for you. If you want to extend this pose to create some more stretching for yourself, you can use the block in front of your feet and potentially stretch over the block. And remember that block you can use in 3 dimensions. If this one is not enough, you can open here or even more. So see which one works for you the best. And if you feel that you go pretty low and you want some extra support, you can use another block, put it on the top of your calves. Relax your head here and stay into this position for several breaths. Trying to keep your body as relaxed as you can. And making here last 5 breaths. And making here your last exhale, very slowly with inhale, start lifting your body up. Bringing one more time legs towards yourself, relaxing your hamstrings. If you want, you can put your head down closer to the knees. Relax a little bit more. And with the next inhale, slowly coming back to the center. And we're going to make last sitting position before we go to lying postures. Virasana position. So for this one, you would need to lean slightly towards your right side, bend your left knee, and put your heel slightly off the buttock. So not underneath, but slightly off. From here, we are coming back to the center, and we can choose the height on which we want to be. So you can stay here if that already feels enough for your quadriceps, for the upper part of the leg. If you feel you can go lower, you can bend onto the elbows here. Stay into this position. And if you feel that you can go even lower than this, then you can go off the elbows, walk with your elbows more down, gently land down towards the ground and lie down into this position. Resting here with your bent leg. For the arms, you can put them behind your head. And staying here into your resting. See which variation works the best for you. Try to find the most comfortable. You can close their eyes again. And try to keep deep breaths in and out. Making here your 5 more breaths. And making here your last exhale. With the next inhale, first you can bring your arms down if they were up, trying to come up onto your elbows. From here, lean towards your right side one more time. Take your left leg out. Coming back to the sitting, if you need, shaking the legs a little bit more and changing the side. This time we're going to lean to the left side. Bend your right leg. Make sure your knees feel comfortable with this position. And the same way, choosing the variation which works the best for you. So you can come and stay onto the elbows if this one feels already enough. Or you can go fully down. Releasing the elbows, lying down onto the ground. You can find a comfortable position for your head. Taking here 5 more breaths. Making here your last exhale, slowly bringing the arms down if they were behind your head, coming onto the elbows, straightening the arms, straightening your leg forward, giving them a little bit of the shake to the right and to the left, and from here slowly coming to your lying position. So here we are going to stand on our back for last several positions. With this one we are going to lift our right leg up into the sky and the left foot will come in front of our right knee. Here you can bend your right knee down, put the hands in a figure 4, left hand into the gap of your left leg, another hand from outside. Put both of the feet on the top of the calf and stay here for several breaths. You can close your eyes, give a little bit of pressure towards your right leg. Staying here, resting, breathing deeply. With every exhale that you do, try to soften the joints, allow them to open a little bit more. Making 5 more breaths here into this pose. Making 1 deep breath in with the nose. With exhale, slowly releasing your right leg, releasing the left one, trying to bring your both knees together for yourself. Give them a little squeeze and you can rock yourself a little bit to your right and to the left side. Just spreading the pressure. And changing the direction, this time straightening your left leg, putting the right heel in front of your left knee, right hand into the gap of your right leg, and both hands on the top of the shin. Variations that you can do here, if this is too intense for your hips, you can use the pillow underneath your head. It will remove a little bit of the pressure. Also, you can put your hands not on the top of your leg, but underneath your knee, and give yourself a pressure here. So see which one works for you the best. Staying here for several more breaths. Taking here 5 more breaths. Making one good deep breath in with the nose. With exhale, slowly releasing both of your legs, bringing both of the knees to yourself. One more time, rocking to the right and to the left. And the last position that we are going to make for today is the Supta Baddha Konasana, lying down butterfly. So from here you can bring your legs down, connect the feet together, open the knees wide, and try to bring your feet as close to the center of your body as possible. Yeah, closer to your sitting bones as much as you can. From here you can bring your arms behind your head if it feels comfortable for yourself. And we are going to stay here for several more breaths. You can try to keep your eyes closed. If you feel like this position is too intense for you and you need some extra support for your hips, you can use the pillows, the cushions or the block. You can put them underneath your thighs, so it will be a little bit of support for you, so it will be not as intense. Otherwise, if it feels comfortable, taking it out and staying in this pose for several more breaths. And staying here for 5 more breaths. Try to let go of the control in those areas as much as you can. Making here your last deep exhale. On inhale, very slowly, you can start bringing your legs back towards the center, bringing the knees together. And when you feel ready, spreading your legs forward for the final Shavasana position. So for this variation, you can just stay onto the ground as you are. If you want to relax your legs a little bit more and release the pressure from your lower back, you can use the blocks or the pillows. Put them underneath your thighs, so your knees will be slightly higher than your hips. And then with the next exhale, lie down again. Put the cushion underneath your head if you feel like. Find a comfortable position. Bring your arms down, open them about 45 degrees in your arms. And let's take 3 breaths together. You can make deep breath in with the nose. Exhaling with the mouth. Still one more breath in together. Exhaling with the mouth. And taking one more breath in and hold on to your inhale. And exhale with the mouth. Spread the wave of the relaxation through your entire body from the head down till your shoulders, your chest, your belly, and your legs. And you can stay into this Shavasana pose as long as it feels comfortable for yourself, resting and enjoying.